What?
What's over with?
It's 8:01.
What's wrong with you today? Why would you do?
1 time, yeah, 3 times, 4 times. Doing gang things, living super clean. That done came up. Can't control us. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. Look at you, you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Hey, used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid under pressure. 25 lighters got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for you, ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy. Could've turned out like your homeboy. Being on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had goal. Brand new you on the old time road. Take care of home where you bust your low. Black men don't cheat, screaming bump the hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that have moved up. Even if you had the slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work, guess it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. To stay hot while the world is freezing cold. The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking what your info. Prosecutor could be trying to do you in for the 2020 twins, so you passing out the info. But no, you had purpose, you had plans. I ain't throwing nothing, I'ma say these bands won't impress y'all, don't need no fans. That ain't my God, who is that man? This real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom while you peak these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah, real man. Sheesh. Yeah, doing cane things. Living super clean. That it came up.
1 time for my king doing king things. On these hoes cause you know he got a good thing. I submit and I cook and I clean and I never hold back on that wop, I'ma let it rain. Made me honest, I got a ring. All praises to the most high, let it sing. A real man able, sister never came. And I ain't going nowhere, this is not a game. Look at you, girl, you lonely right now. Settling for bums instead of men the most high. He provide and protect so he get our respect. And he leading us aboard when them chariots fly. I don't really think you hear me though. You can't cross this bridge on some billy goats. Let them save you in the end like a Seminole. Be help me, shout let the silly go.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Living super clean. That it came up.
1 time for my king doing king things. On these hoes cause you know he got a good thing. I submit.
In the wild.
Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass with your host, Miss Mono.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. live on YouTube at Miss Mono's World and Monologue Maga. Now also available on the Saya TV on Roku and Fire Stick. Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Don't miss it, sisters and cousins.
Let 'em save you in the end like a Semino. Beers help me, shout let the silly go.
One time for the men doing cane
Fuck a king.
thing. Dead Fred to the T.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono. What is up, this evening? I need to make that clap longer. It just needs to be a longer clap right there. What is going on with you all? What's up to everybody on the IG? Mary Lou Perez, shalom and shalom. All praise to the Most High for being here this evening. You could be anywhere on this worldwide internet, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. I hope everything is going good. Keep the God, shalom and shalom. I hope everything is going good for y'all on this last Thursday of 2023. Not so much that we don't celebrate this new year, but you know, the calendar is about to turn. And that's going to mean some changes somewhere because this is the world we live in. So, you know, whatever you got to get done, your end of the year stuff, go on and do it. Whatever little end of the year tax thing, finance thing, it's something coming up. My child was just complaining to me today because she had to pay for admissions to renew her registration. So, you know, I'm going to take care of all that good stuff. They said this morning that it was supposed to snow in Georgia, but I heard about it once and I haven't heard about it again. So I'm not going to worry about it, but I will make sure that I am at the store to grab my bread, etc., etc., etc. I had an experience today and I want to talk to y'all about it. I made an appointment to get my hair done, right? And I went to somebody that was recommended, okay? Because I'm sure you all have heard all the complaints about Atlanta hairstylists and the fees and the booking site and the lateness and the no-shows and basically the customer abuse that is going on at the hands of these Atlanta hairstylists, right? So the struggle to even find somebody that you're confident enough in to make an appointment after searching IGs and going through Facebook pictures and all this other stuff. So I went, you know, this person was referred to me or whatever, right? So I do what I'm supposed to do. I follow the instructions. She said, hey, if you want a color and cut or whatever, please make a consultation. I made the consultation. I paid the $25 for the consultation, okay? $25 for 15 minutes, whatever. You're a professional and I'm going to respect your time, okay? As a business owner, I totally get it. So I pay her a little $25. I explained to her in the consultation, listen, I have a show tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so I have to be out of here by 6:30. She wanted to make my appointment at 4 o'clock. Okay, cool. I have to be out of here by 6:30 though. She's like, yeah, 4 o'clock will be fine. And if I can squeeze you in any earlier, I'll call you. Great. I'm hoping, praying, and wishing that she calls me to squeeze me in earlier. Okay. Does she? No, she doesn't. No worries though. I'm still gonna go to my appointment, right? Get there and I'm early. My appointment was at 4 o'clock. I think I got there at like 3:45. Between 3:45 and 3:50-ish, I'm there because I remember looking at my phone. She's not there. So, okay, maybe she went to get something to eat, maybe she on a break, whatever. I don't know. So while I'm sitting there, though, I tracked down her phone number or a phone number. I don't think it was her phone number. I tracked down a phone number on Style Seat and I left a message in her inbox. Like, hey, I'm here for my 4 o'clock, da-da-da. Now, while I'm sitting there, another lady shows up. And she's like, oh, you waiting for her? And I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting. Yes, I'm waiting for her at 4 o'clock. And she's like, oh, I have a 4 o'clock too. She's like, but she usually just squeezes me in. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm still waiting because at this time it's like 4:01-ish, right? So we're still waiting. And the lady said, oh, she texted me and said she was on her way. Cool, she's on her way. Sitting there, 4:15 rolls around, okay? And in she walks with another person with her. All right, so I'm looking like, now, well, hold on now. So she's like, did you still want your color? Of course I still wanted my color. Why do you think I'm here? I'm like, can you have me out of here by 6:30? Because at this time it's like 4:20. I'm like, can you have me out of here by 6:30? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. But okay. So she's like, well, let me shampoo them and then I'm gonna start on your color. So me always wanting to keep my temper in check and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not out of line or whatever. Step out, start Googling. I don't, not like I'm gonna go somewhere else and get my hair done at this hour. Start Googling or whatever. I'm trying to calm down and think and just like, okay, what do I do? So I walked back in there. I was like, no, ma'am, this is not gonna work. Like, no, I paid you $25 for you to tell me, you know what I'm saying, to go through all this and specifically talk about this with you. I paid for the consult to specifically explain to you what I wanted, how long I could be here. Like we went through all this multiple times. So once I tell her, oh, that's not gonna work, she's like, oh, well, could you trust me? How can I trust you when you just told me that what I want is impossible? You just said I'm not gonna be out of here by 6:30, but now you want me to trust you? No, ma'am, I can't. And, she's still trying to talk me into it. And I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. She's like, well, I can refund your consult. Thank you so much. And I walked out. And of course I was upset, like, just disappointed or whatever, because I was looking forward to getting my hair done. Like I haven't had my hair done. I haven't been to a salon in years. So I was really looking forward to that. And then for that to happen, I was like, you know what? I listen, I'm like 2 days away from just enrolling in a cosmetology class myself and figuring out how to do what I want to do myself, because this is just ridiculous. So I wanted to talk to y'all about a few other things. But before we go into that, just a few shout outs I need to do, just in case you don't know who I am, just in case you are new here. You can follow me at Miss Manos World on all of your socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I be in these content creator streets, not like I should. I should be creating more content, and I will. I am going to. So please give me a follow at Miss Manos World. Also, if you're not already on the YouTube, please head over to the YouTube. If you're not already following him, please follow him. If you are not already streaming the best rapper in Israel, please stream him at monologue_McGad. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. I'm an Apple Music girly myself, so iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, whatever else y'all download and stuff on. I have to shout out my audience on Nasaya TV. If you have not downloaded the Nasaya TV app, you are wasting your smart TV. The Nasaya TV app. Really great content, not just this show. You can watch past episodes, you can watch other shows, movies, educational programs for your kids, all kind of great content. Nasaya TV on your Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick. But if you can't get to the TV and you only have your laptop or whatever, Nasaya.tv. You can watch there. Okay. All right. And if you like what we got going on here at the House of Mono, please head over to the Cash App. $1 or $2 will do, but we'll take 5, 15, or 20 if you have it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Hey, Mary Lou. Okay, so speaking of the hoodie, I'm glad you said something because I was going to talk about that. I want y'all to we're starting a new wave here. Okay, we're starting a new wave. I'm tired of hoe culture. I'm tired of thought culture, and it seems like it's just everywhere you turn. This is what everybody is into, and it's time for us to just set ourselves apart. So these hoodies here, you see it says Zion on there. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Daughters of Zion. You see it's right here. Unapologetically modest. You can get yours at thewholearmor.com. D-A, not T-H-E. Thewholearmor.com. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all so I can share my page. Here we go. Okay. Unapologetically modest. It's at thewholearmor.com. You can also get this hoodie in other colors, blue here, purple, and pink. I'm not gonna lie, the gold and pink are my favorites. You can also get the Young Brews hoodie over there featuring the homie Atticus. You see him. And all of the hoodies come in t-shirts too. So, if you want to grab you a hoodie or a t-shirt, and look around the site, there's some stuff on there for the men, for the kids. So go ahead and head over to thewholearmor.com, grab your hoodies and or your t-shirts. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was planning on preparing the rest of my thoughts while I was getting my hair done. And I did not. So please excuse me if I'm a little scattered today, okay? I'm just really all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a lot going on right now. Okay, but you know what? Let's just hop to our main topic. And I need to tell y'all, I'm gonna probably cut the show to like an hour and a half. I'm not just saying that just because of what's going on today. Like we've been talking about it. Yeah, so we might cut it to an hour and a half. Today's probably gonna be a short day. I'm not gonna lie to you. So our main topic, your price is too low. And I know that might sound a little like skittish, like what is she talking about over there? My price is too low. I've realized something in all of my TV watching. If you don't know, I am a TV fan. That is what I like to do. I like to watch TV. Okay. But I've noticed in my TV watching, especially in my reality TV watching, that everybody let me say this. The women in the world, modern women, the women who we tend to look at and, shun, um, they all seem to, as weird as this may sound, I want you to hear what I'm saying. As weird as this may sound, they all seem to know their price. They know their price, okay? They know that they are after the bag. They know this. They make this very clear. This is what it's all about. We get into the bag, we get into the bag. And for said bag, they know what they are willing to do. They know this. They've set the goal in their mind. Their goal is to get the bag. And just like any other goal, they are not going to let anything stop them. Okay. And we understand the wickedness that comes with fornication. Um, and so even if it's not understanding even if you're saying like, okay, but we can't hold them to that standard, they understand that they are giving away their body to get to said bag, okay? Whether it's the images, whether it's, actually physically appearing nude in front of people for money, whether it's actually prostituting themselves for said money, whether it's getting on TV and fighting each other like banshees for said money. They understand my goal is the bag, and I'm not going to let anything stop me from getting to this bag, no matter how degrading it is, no matter how embarrassing it is, no matter what kind of shame I may bring to my family and my children. Okay. I'm not going to let anything stop me from getting to this bag. And the problem is we as women who claim to be women of God, Christians in the truth, however we want to, label ourselves as being set apart. Our problem is we don't have that same energy when it comes to meeting our goals, but we claim we love our God so much. Now, what do I mean by that? And listen, ask any woman who claims to be Christian, Christ-like in the truth, whatever. She's going to tell you, yes, she loves the Lord. The Lord is first in her life, followed by his son, Yahushua, Christ, whatever name she calls him. She's going to tell you this, and she will declare this up and down no matter what, right? But the issue is, what does the Bible say you'll do if you love him? A pretty simple answer. It says we would keep his law, right? If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. That's pretty straightforward and simple, right? But we're not as bent on keeping the law as the women in the world are bent on getting to their bag. We're not that bent. And the reason I know we're not that bent is because every day I can go on my IG, my Facebook, my TikTok, and I can see a sister who was head wrapped, fringed up, dressed down to the ankles, not a stitch of makeup, wouldn't even put on lip gloss. And now she's in her bra and panties, showing her bare behind online, while still claiming to be a woman of God. Because if you ask her, she's going to tell you that she still loves God. Okay? But now, I'm not as bent on showing my love for God as I am bent on getting his bag. And so the problem when you start to deviate your path like that and still claim that you love God is now you are walking in double-mindedness. You are double-minded. You say one thing with your mouth, but with your life, you live another way. It's just like, some dude walking up to you and claiming, oh, I love you. I love you from the moment I first met you, but he never calls, never texts, never checks up on you. Wouldn't give you $1 to make a phone call. I mean, his mouth is saying one thing and his actions are doing another. You know how you feel when you feel led on, when you feel like a nigga playing with you. Like, why do you lie to me? Why do you say these things? Do you think that you don't treat the Most High the same way when you act like that? When at Sabbath class, you all modested up. You know what I'm trying to say. When at Passover, you all dressed, you all holy. But as soon as you leave, because see, we like to talk about how people in the church used to do this, but we not going to act like it's not people who claim to be in the truth, who claim to be so elevated and so much more holy, who's not living the same way. And I'm going to say that's the reason why a lot of y'all can't find a decent man. You won't stay the course. You won't stay the path. You let your loneliness distract you. You let these little incidents that the enemy tries to throw in your face distract you. You let the things in life discourage you from going towards your goal. Have you ever watched these hoes? They don't let nothing stop them from getting to the bag. I remember a story about a stripper who fell like from a pole. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate. But if you ever been to a strip club back in the day when you were sinning, they had the really tall poles. I'm talking like taller than 10 feet. Okay. She fell down one of these. She was up there twirling around, fell down one of these, broke her face and everything else. Nothing is going to stop them from getting to the bag. Okay. Even, and here's what I don't understand, because we'll watch them, right? And we'll shun them and we'll talk about how horrible they are. But when we feel like God isn't working fast enough for us, we will go and employ those methods, right? And here's the problem with employing those methods, because you don't want what they want, right? Even if you're saying, well, some of them get married and some of them have men. Ma'am, sis cousin, I'm here to guarantee you that any man that would be with a woman that is living like that is not the kind of man that you want in your life. Because let me explain something to you, ma'am, sis cousin, okay? You woman of God, okay? When you are finished with the streets, when you are finished with the debauchery, when you realize that, okay, I got a man now and he gonna marry me and I'm good and I ain't gotta act like that no more, you are gonna wanna go back to being a lady. You're gonna wanna go back to being a lady. You are going to want to be a respectable, honest woman. You want him to marry you and put a ring on it, and you wanna have his babies, and you wanna be Mrs. So-and-so. You do not want to be a hoe for the rest of your life, okay? And hear what I'm saying. Again, 2/3 is a lot. 1/3 is not. One third is definitely the minority, okay? And it is hard to be in the minority. And then while you're doing that minority living, I understand it. It's easy to get swept up by the majority, right? But that's their lot in life. They a hoe. They been a hoe. If you ask them, they'll tell you they a hoe. They mama, like that is their life that they're living, okay? And I was having a conversation with one of my daughters, and she was telling me about an issue with another girl at school, and she was like, but she's going through a lot right now, so I feel like as a Christian, I should be there for her. And I had to explain to her, like, listen, the most you owe somebody else is a prayer, okay? You don't owe anyone to put your life in danger for them. And I'm very well aware that some of you know better when you say things like that. Like, oh, I gotta go back and get my home girls. You know, I can't leave them out there like that. I want to go and witness to them, and I want to come. And then next thing you know, you right back up on the pole because you ain't have no business going back in there. Please stop with this because I think I found the Lord. Now I'm a superhero. No, you are still to walk in wisdom. Like, yes, all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. You do not, like I explained to my daughter, your family and your close friends, the besties, okay? Yes, you owe them to be there. You owe them your physical presence. You owe them your attention. You owe them your emotional support. But anybody else, you're not obligated. Your Christian obligation is to pray for them. If you feel led, you're not obligated to keep people in your life who mean you no good. And the issue, the girl's displaying some behavior that would indicate that she's a little bit jealous. Of course, there's a boy involved. Okay, but even some of y'all adults, and I'm talking to myself right now too, like you're not obligated to keep people around you. If they can't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, if they can't honor you in your position in their life, you don't have to be bothered with that. You don't have to put your life at risk thinking that you're forwarding your obligation to someone else is what I'm trying to say. That is a lie that we have been told from Americanized Christianity, okay? But you have to understand, when you're speaking about Americanized Christianity, you're talking about a group of people who took it upon themselves to go throughout the world and rape, kill, and pillage all in the name of their Christ. Okay, so of course they have to propagate that, oh, let's go out and save everybody and save the world. But we who know that it ain't for everybody. Those who it's for is who it's for. Who it's not for, it's not. But you can't stand before God and be like, oh, I had to keep going back and saving my friends because I didn't want to lead them. And that's why I couldn't ever get myself together. 5, 10, 15 years from now, when everybody else is light years ahead of you, and you're wondering why you're still struggling, let me explain, because you are not like everybody else, and you can't do everything that everybody else does. And that's just the truth. And I know it's hard to accept, especially when you see everybody else get in the bag. Why I can't be on OnlyFans? Why I can't do this? Why I can't do that? And this is what I tell y'all this all the time too. You do not ever really know the consequences of your actions. All you know is at the beginning, is this action right or wrong? Okay, and what y'all need to understand is, if you eat a wrong action, you will not poop the right answer. Okay, if it goes in wrong, it's coming out wrong. If it starts wrong, it's going to end wrong. But for some reason, we feel like, okay, God's not working quick enough for me, so I'm gonna just step over here to the left, dabble in this behavior, and get me a man, and get the life that I want. I'm gonna get the money that I want. I'm gonna get the man I want, the car, the house. I'm gonna get every materialistic, earthly thing that I want, because the Most High is not working fast enough for me. So I'm gonna step over here to the left and get everything that I want, and then I'm gonna bring it over here, and then we all gonna serve the Most High. I mean, where's the? I need a worse. That's not how it works. You're not. You can't. If I invited you to my dinner, okay? I invited you to my dinner. I didn't invite you to my dinner. And hear what I'm saying. I didn't invite you to my dinner to bring food from somewhere else. I didn't ask you for that. And I know what y'all thinking, like, wait a minute. Like, if you invite me to your house, I'm not going to show up empty-handed. Let's climb out of that thinking and think about the story in the Bible of the people being invited to the marriage supper, and they didn't come. Put yourself in that mind and hear what I'm saying. I'm inviting you and I'm telling you, come, I have enough for you. I don't need you to bring anything else. I didn't ask you to stop at the store and pick up no chicken. I didn't ask you to get no rice. I didn't ask you for anything. I said, just come to dinner. But along your way to dinner, you decided you wanted to bring all this other stuff. And now I don't want that though. That's not what I asked you. And see, here's what I'm saying. And here's the other thing. It's gotten to the point where if you're paying attention, it's to the point where they're making a mockery of the church now, even in these things. Okay. And and I know what you're gonna say, like, oh, but they're just making fun of white Jesus, blah, 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 blah. In a way, yes, but to those who don't know better, no. To those who don't know better, no, there's no separation in their mind from the truth of the Bible and what they hear. But all they know is that they hold Christ, or who they consider Christ, they hold this person sacred in their heart. Okay. So when they hear someone degrading them, it's going to trigger them one way or another. It's either going to trigger them to defend the faith, or it will trigger them to leave the faith. Okay. And we have to understand that these are young, impressionable, and no, I need to stop saying young, impressionable, because some of y'all is old and impressionable too. So I'm gonna say that there are hurt, impressionable women out there who are looking for answers to their life. And again, because they feel like God is not working fast enough, because he's not answering their prayers fast enough, I'm going to hop on OnlyFans and get the bag. I'm going to hop on this operating table and get this BBL. And then I don't know if y'all have seen it, but there's I think it's one video, one girl. I know one girl definitely. I saw a video and she's proclaiming that she got her BBL for Christ. She says she got a BBL for Christ. I don't know. I don't think this is the same girl that was twerking for Jesus. But she said she got her BBL for Christ. Like she videotaped the whole procedure and everything. And here, why even bring God into it? Why bring Christ into it? Just do what you want to do. Just be who you want to be. You don't have to. You don't have to, but you do to make yourself feel better. Okay, and some of y'all's doing that. Some of y'all doing that right now. You don't have to put Christ in your mess, but you do to try to convince yourself and to try to convince people stupider than you that what you're doing has some kind of merit, value, or that it makes any kind of freaking sense. It does not. Okay. And so I named the topic "Your price is too low" because when you are not bent on your goal, and I'm saying bent like focused, okay? When you're not bent on your goal, you will let anything distract and deviate you, right? So in your alone time, you have the perfect image, well, not perfect, but perfect for you image of the life that you want. Um BBL for Christ is insane. God, that's all I hear. It is really crazy. Listen, took me back. I had to watch the video a few times. But okay, so you have the image of the life that you want, right? You know how you want your life to look and, within reason, right? But when you get discouraged, when you get distracted, you will let anything and anyone take you off the path that you're on, okay? Some of y'all have had, just using this as an example, I'm just talking in general, okay? And some of you, ma'am, sis, cousins, sisters, have had good men in your life. You had a good man. Things might have been going slow, whatever, y'all were dating, whatever. No, you had a good man and he wasn't exciting enough for you in the moment. What do I mean by that? And this is something that I think this is something that we got to address. As a generation of women who are known for being more attracted to the thug/drug dealer type, we have to address that coming out of that lifestyle into a stable lifestyle with a stable man. Okay. Because a lot of y'all be like, oh, it's so boring now, blah, blah, blah. No, y'all confuse boring for stability. And y'all think that the only way to have fun and the only way to have excitement in your relationship is for there to be some kind of drama going on. It got to be another girl. Something like it has to be some kind of drama or you're not happy. If y'all not doing some adrenaline rushing stuff every weekend, you're not happy. If it's not drop top in the city popping bottles every weekend, there's a problem. All right. And you pray and pray and pray, Lord, I want a good man. I want a man that's going to be home and he ain't got to be out on the streets all the time. And now you got a man and all he want to do is be up under you and take you out for dates and sit in the house and Netflix and chill and cook dinner for you and rub your feet. And all he want to do is be with you, do right by you, be up under you. But you've decided that this nigga is boring. He not flashy enough for you to stunt on nobody with him. So what you do, soon as you get a chance, you on the phone over here with the same dude that you was complaining about kicking you to the curb 3 months ago. As a matter of fact, you was crying on Buddy's shoulders about how bad this other one was doing you, right? And he been there listening to you cry and everything. But now that old boy ready to come back, he done got out of jail. Him and his baby mama beefing, whatever's going on. For whatever reason, he has a couple of spare minutes to give you some attention right now. You decide to run after that. Forget the stability. Forget the answered prayer. I need this moment of fun. And trust and believe these righteous recovered gangsters. And so and what you don't realize is you might look at it like, oh, it was just a little fling. I might have stepped out, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you risk losing what you claim that you wanted. And I know y'all seen the memes where the woman will be praying and she'll be like, Lord, please send me a good man. And the drawing of the Lord will be like, I did, but you said he's just a friend. How many of y'all are sitting in that situation right now? And now he won't even be your friend because you didn't even know how to treat him. So now you ain't even got him as a friend no more. Now you sit up here lonely because guess what? Raheem, or whatever this nigga name is, Raheem and his baby mama done made up. So now he ain't got time for you no more. So now all you get is a little late night text. He can come and see you for 15. He come pick you up while he run into the grocery store or something. And you sitting there looking stupid. Meanwhile, you run into a buddy at ShopRite and he's engaged and about to get married. And all you can do is sit there and look like a fool. Hold on, let me read the comments. It's crazy though when it's the other way around. Men like that wild, nasty love and half-naked clothes. So they get the attention and start looking at you like a square when you're modest and don't really want to drink and smoke like that. Yeah, that's hard. And I get what you're saying. I get it. But I wish I had an answer. Like, I wish there was a simple answer for that. And I have to say that, like, I'm blessed in that area because me and my husband do everything together. Like, if we want to go out and have a drink, we go out and have a drink. When it's time to pray, okay, it's time to pray. When it's time to get in the word, we get in the word. When it's time to teach, I'm out there. Like, we do every aspect of our life together. And that's what you want. I get that. Girl, I'm praying for you. Trust me, I am. And I honestly, I wish there was a simple answer, like address I could give you where they all are or something. Righteous recovered brothers be their best friends. And so I want y'all to set your price a little higher. Set your standards a little higher, okay? And I know we live in a world of what does the woman bring to the table? And I wanna encourage you and tell you that not every man thinks that way. Um, I wanna also encourage you to get out of the circle of men that you've been dating, okay? You've been living in that same hood for all your life. And all the niggas that you dated have been living in that same hood all day life. Get out and meet you some new people, girl. Go to a cultural event. Go to a museum. There's an event happening in Atlanta in January at the oh my gosh, where is it? I don't remember where it is, but it's like an Alvin Ailey dance theater, history and culture workshop. They're gonna serve drinks and stuff. Like, this sounds like some really fancy stuff. Great place for a single girl to go if she's trying to meet a upper echelon type of man. Y'all have to go where the men that you want are. You can't complain about meeting alcoholics and all you do is hang out in Hooters. That's not gonna work. Okay? You can't complain about the man drinking cigars when you met him at a freaking bar. If you want some high class stuff in your life, you have to start doing higher class things. All right? going to the club, going to Fins and Feathers every weekend to twerk with your girls, it's going to get you the same type of man that you complaining about right now. Let's read this comment. I'm sorry. My man want me to do everything with him and still be righteous, but half naked and drink. He wants you to be outside half naked because I personally prefer to walk around my house as naked as I possibly can. But what do you mean he wants you to be half naked? Like outside or what? But yeah, like y'all, okay, quick commercial. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, with him outside. So you don't drink at all? I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. I don't know what you mean by half naked. Like my husband like for me to look nice when we go out. You know what I'm saying? He like for me to show my shape or whatever. I mean, you know, the choir is not hanging. The choir and the you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not out. All right. I might wear something a little fitted, but ain't there's nothing flopping out or nothing like that. But again, sis, that's your man. Okay. I'm assuming you talking about your husband. Yeah, let's figure that out first. Is your boyfriend or your husband? Drinking is not sin, and being half naked with your man in the house is not sin. Facts. But she said with him outside. But I want to know. I have a shalom, sis. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's your boyfriend or your husband. But yeah, like, so here's the thing that y'all don't realize about distractions either. Once you get done with that distraction, it's kind of like you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Like, did y'all ever play Chutes and Ladders when y'all was growing up? Right? And when you would get to the ladder and have to go all the way back down. It's like that with life. He want the shape and the fitted, but then people make it seem like I'm wicked for wearing fitted dresses. Who? Because as long as your husband don't have a problem with it, then there's nothing for anybody to say. And so that's why I asked you if this your boyfriend or your husband. Because, you know, if it's your boyfriend, then there's still room to talk. There's still room to figure this thing out. But if that's your husband, then you don't have a reason to feel like you're in wickedness. If that's how he wants you to dress, that's between him and the Lord. That is between him and the Most High. If you have a problem with it, respectfully, you know, talk to him about it, but take it to the Most High in prayer. But it sounds like you just feel like it's wicked because other people are saying that. And hold on, excuse me. Husband is entering the chat. Monologue, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say, just for clarification purposes, your husband cannot give you the green light to sin. Just point blank, period. You know, hey, just because I'm your husband and I like to see all that that you got going on over here, I can't give you the green light to say it's okay to wear that. Nigga, wear that outside. And so it's kind of like what she's saying. I don't know if this is what she's saying, but from what it sounds like, is she's saying her husband want her to dress like a hoe when they go out. Now that's not cool.
Fitted. She said fitted.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe she got a donkey don. I don't know. Like you. Listen, it's times I tell you, no, girl, put that ass up. No. With the woo, you can't do that.
Okay, hold on. Wait, let's read her comment. She said, okay, he want the shape and fitted, but then people make it seem like I'm wicked for wearing fitted dresses. And she said, I don't have a problem with it. I used to be lit. We grew up together. We was in the streets together. So now we brew and trying to be modest, but he liked me to show off.
Yeah. No. He got to get that. I'm going to say he need to get that in check. Like, he still want people to see, hey, look at my bad chick I got. Look at all this ass. Look at all these titties that I got over here. And real talk, that's supposed to be for him at the crib. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that kind of representation. I don't want nobody to know that I got all of this voluptuousness that I got over here. Oh, I got it now, 100. Like, it's voluptuous over here, but it's not for everybody else's eyes. So if the sister is saying that the bro is trying to get her to show this off to for other people to see, no, he's in error. He's in error.
Well, it wasn't my place to say that.
Yeah, he's in error. Like, he's in error.
It wasn't my place to comment. That's right.
But now, if the nigga saying, bro, I want my wife to look bad when I come home. No. Tell my wife all the time, hey, throw a little something on. Woo the whoop. No. When I get in my house,
emphasis on little.
when I get in my house, boy, hey, my wife got on some ooh. And guess what? Ain't nobody ever gonna see what she got on.
Definitely not anything I will wear outside.
No, but we got all that going on.
So what do you think she should do? Because she can't be disobedient to her husband.
No, yes. When it comes to going against the Most High, if the Most High you don't have to submit to sin. 100. If the Most High tells you to be modest, okay, then you don't. You just because your husband tell you go be immodest, you don't got to follow that.
So how do you suggest she handle it righteously? Okay, she says it's not hoe clothes, it's fitted clothes.
Well, I mean, real talk, I feel.
But you're saying fitted, but then you say he like you to show off. Silhouetted dresses.
Listen, and this is the reason why we all.
It sounds like it makes her uncomfortable.
No, but this is the problem. This is the reason why we all need elders. We all need people that we can bounce this stuff by. Because if there's a leader that you guys submit to, now we can take this into counsel and we can say, hey, she can take her husband and say, hey, leader, this is what I feel uncomfortable with, but this is what my husband is saying. Right. And then y'all can figure it out in counsel. I don't know how to tell you what to do without that headship being there. We are here. If you guys ever want to discuss with us at the House of Mono, but
okay, hold on. So when I wear the modest dresses, the fly big ones, he don't really like it. Even if he act like it, he don't, and will tell me later.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. My wife wear that big stuff when we got dang in front of Israelites, when we got Israelite stuff to do, or when we outside the house. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We at the crib, man, ain't none of that going on. So it goes back to Ecclesiastes 3, where there's a time and a place for everything. Yes, when we go to this event, my wife gonna have on certain things that's not that's that's so no reproach is taking place. It's gonna be big and boofy.
Big and boofy.
When she with me,
boofy.
We ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? She boy short stones, booty out.
In the house.
Yeah, in the house. What? So we just have to figure out. And then also when there's date night, you know what I'm saying? There's date night where, and even though my wife's still not gonna be out here on some.
I don't wear what I could wear.
Yeah, she don't wear what she could wear on date night, but she also not wearing the same thing that she would wear.
Like I'm going to Passover.
Going to a Passover event. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a balance to all of it. And I feel like there's times.
Because what do you mean by fly big ones? Like, how big is the dress? Is it like a muumuu? Can you not? You can have shape in your clothes without it being tight on you. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a nice dress on that's made very well, so it will hint to your shape, but not totally be clingy on your body.
I think it's all just boiled down to, man, some good counsel, man, and understanding of the family. Y'all can have good conversation and have good counsel. So, like 100. But you can't be out here if you feel, God dang, I'm showing too much, and your husband is saying, yeah, girl, show it. Then there's a problem.
Is your husband in the truth as well, or is he not a believer?
So then we have
That's
to,
a whole nother.
yeah. Well, just move on, keep going with your convo.
Okay.
But for real, like there's so many aspects to this, and we don't want to just
Be saying anything.
yeah.
Right.
But now a husband and wife.
He's deeply in the truth.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe sis could be, and I'm not saying she is. I'm saying maybe sis could be being over righteous, where she could be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to. So I don't know. This is when. This is when. This is when having leaders. Having others, even if it's not leaders, even if it's brothers and sisters that y'all are in communication with, that y'all hold each other accountable with, that y'all can have these conversations with, is important. It ain't about a leadership or woo, but if you have other people that you can bounce these conversations off of, then no, somebody can say, bro, no, you tripping. Or somebody can tell sis, no, you tripping, sis. No, he ain't out here trying to tell you to dress like no hoe. He just saying, God dang, girl, it's okay to be sexy. You know what I'm saying?
So he just like me sexy. He likes to party, but we always together. He don't leave me. He just like what he like.
Oh, listen, I like my woman.
I mean, my husband like me to be sexy.
Man, I
too.
like my woman sexy. 100.
But let me say this as someone who was abused in that manner, like it sounds like to me you might just be a little uncomfortable with the things that he wants you to wear. But maybe
look, let's just talk.
See if you can give a little bit.
Let's
You know
just
what I'm
talk.
saying?
Let's just talk on you know what I'm saying, outside of this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's hey, reach out to Miss Mono outside of this, and let's work it out, because like I said, hey, there's some stuff same.
Sir.
I'm sorry.
Okay, exactly. Okay, exactly. So I understand. I get it. Cause same. And so I can't. Don't try to make me dress like a stripper. Don't do that. Oh, that will no. That is no.
There's a difference from stripper.
Well, stripper-ish.
No. We stripper-ish at the crib. We stripper-ish. No, it is at the crib. Oh,
yes,
all
at home,
kind of stripper,
behind closed doors.
All kind of stripper is going on behind these doors,
not outside.
But when we going out, if we going to an Israelite event,
if we going to an Israelite event,
it's moo-moos. It's big as hell.
I love to wear my sari at the Israelite events.
Big as hell stuff. But when we going out on the date, there's a mixture between. No,
like
it
I
ain't
might
no
wear
stripper-ish
a dress, but I'll have a sweater on over.
Yeah,
it.
ain't no stripper-ish, but it ain't no Israelite event. It ain't Passover. So there's a mixture, man. So like I said, y'all can handle that conversation behind closed doors, where y'all can discuss, and look like Mono can, well, now.
Yeah, we'll talk.
When y'all see the stuff, y'all listen. If y'all see when I post pictures of me and my wife on date night, some Israelites might not agree.
Derek White, shalom and shalom. Thank you for joining me.
They might not agree.
Hit me up on Facebook. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Because and see, that's another thing. Like
I just posted a picture yesterday. What is it? Hey, man. I'm bipolar, man. My credit good. My woman, my chick bad.
I have a problem with that.
No, but I'm saying that some Israelites would have looked at that picture and be like, they would have looked at it like, nigga, there wasn't no
Her neck is showing.
It wasn't no loose. It wasn't no loose goose ass dress.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't bodycon either. It wasn't. Anyway, y'all pray for your brother. Pray for your brother.
She always in order. That right.
Hello.
She always in order. Hey, guess what? I ain't gonna let her be out of order.
Her. What? No, not per that. We do not condone domestic violence here at the house.
But I'm just saying, we ain't gonna have those kind of problems. Pew pew. No, I'm just saying. I gotta go back and finish work.
Okay. Thank you for.
I didn't get a good kiss.
My makeup, honey.
You better give me a good kiss. I'll shut all this down. Purr.
Monologue McGad, ladies and gentlemen. So keep the guy. Listen, come get your brother. Come get your brother. What? No. So okay, like me and my sis was talking. And this is another thing. Of course, babe. Listen. So this is another thing I wanted to mention about when we fall for distractions in life, right? Like if you were witnessing our conversation, she mentioned she was a dancer. I was a dancer as well. So there's a commonality from our past that is affecting our present. Like you just heard me say, like I couldn't be in a relationship with a man who tried to make me do anything that resembled my past life. Like I wouldn't be able to tolerate it. It would be too traumatizing and too triggering, right? But for someone who maybe didn't have as colorful as a past, they don't think twice about these things. Okay. And so when you stay with the right kind of people in your life, when you stay doing the right kind of things, when you're bent on loving the Most High, you don't find yourself on these detours. You don't find yourself falling into these traps. Okay. Even to a lesser extent, just being in toxic trash relationships makes it hard for you when you have a real relationship, right? Because if we're honest with ourselves, ladies, when we're in our what am I gonna call it? I don't want to call it a hoe phase because but when we are in our for the streets eras, we're all about us, right? We like who likes to make us happy. Think about it. Okay, when you was out there and you had your run of the mill and your pick of the litter, you only dealt with the niggas that was doing what you wanted them to do. Okay, explore. Okay, I like that. Explore. You only dealt with the niggas that was doing what you wanted them to do, right? You only dealt with the dudes that was on a job, calling you for dates, buying you gifts, wanting to take you out. Them was the ones you do. I'm not chasing nobody, right? You making all these decisions. You're not going to at that time because you're not bent on loving the Most High. You're still bent on getting to the bag. You're not bent on loving the Most High. So you're not going to tolerate the man that is going to come into your life and try to establish order. Okay, you're not going to tolerate it. And the problem when you come from trash, toxic relationships is when you do get this man in your life and he does try to bring order, you're not really going to know how to receive that. Okay, because you're used to arguments, drama, fighting, walking out, slamming doors, cussing out, hanging up phones. Like you're used to all this dysfunction during disagreement, one, or two, you're used to people just giving into you. And here's what you got to understand about a man that just gives you whatever you want. he does not see a long-term future with you. He doesn't see a long-term future with you, because if he did, he would not set himself up to be a simp like that for the rest of his life. And even if he does, like, even if he's like, oh no, I'm gonna marry you, I love you, or y'all might be married now or whatever, I'm telling you, there's going to come a day and a time when he's gonna wake up and he's gonna get tired of that crap. And so here's another way we lower our price: when we just allow any and everybody to be around us just for the sake of saying that we got a man in our lives, or just for the sake of saying that we have friends in our lives, right? Instead of being okay with being alone, instead of learning how to find productive things to do, we will run around with the same trash people doing the same trash things that keep getting us in the same predicaments. Okay, because, and I've talked about this before, but think about how these little ghetto hood relationship fling things go. It's a big old circle, right? Y'all meet. You like him, he like you, whatever. Y'all like each other. Y'all hook up, y'all start dating, y'all start having sex. Things are going fine. You catch him with another girl. Y'all break up. Y'all don't talk. And then here he comes back again. Y'all start liking each other again. Y'all start dating again. You start having sex again. You catch him with another girl again. And you keep going in this same circle over and over again. You're never progressing. You got to learn how to recognize the distraction from a mile away. Like, as soon as that dude says hello, you need to be able to know, like, you know what? Your spirit ain't right, sir. Have a nice day and keep it moving. That is one thing that I must say about being this age. Like, I can just read people like, you know what? I don't even have the time. I don't have the time. Whatever you talk about, I'm not interested. Okay. And here's the thing: a lot of y'all do have discernment, but you don't want to use it. You don't want to use it because he's cute, he got a nice car, he got a bag, he dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he do all that for you. And so, even though your discernment is going off, okay, even though your spiritual pager is beeping, I know y'all don't know what a pager is. Even though, like, all the bells and whistles are going off and you have a feeling that this is not right, you will ignore your discernment, thereby lowering your price. Because if you was still bent on meeting your goal and you knew something wasn't right about a nigga, you would put him on ice until he figured out what he needed to do to prove himself. And if he never did, then oh well, he could just keep it moving. But because you are now so desperate and so lonely, and I'm not saying this in a condescending manner, I'm saying this in a manner of somebody who's been there, so I get it. And I'm telling you that it's a facade, it's a distraction. You need to ignore it. This is what I'm telling you. Okay? Because that loneliness will have you putting up with this BS. This loneliness will have you a year or two from now talk about my baby daddy ain't, my baby daddy don't do, my baby daddy is, my baby daddy that. And now you on Kevin Samuel's Facebook groups angry at black men everywhere. When the fact of the matter, and it's the problem with a lot of this anger back and forth, especially women, because we are emotional creatures. And when, honey, listen, once that bitterness sets in, it takes a lot to root that up. And because we as black women are famous for not facing accountability, those bitter roots hardly ever get pulled up. They hardly ever get pulled up. Okay. So now you're walking around bitter, angry, mad at any man anywhere. I don't understand how some of y'all claim y'all love y'all sons the way y'all talk about black men the way you do. And that's why some of y'all try to feminize y'all sons. I know it's supposed to be a secret. I'm not supposed to tell, but the only way that all these little black boys is coming out, okay, I'm not going to say the only way, but a large majority of that is that y'all not teaching them right from wrong. And y'all think that junk cute to let him act like a little girl while he a little boy, because your hatred for men is so deep-seated that you will not even help as much as you possibly can guide your son into manhood. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying, but I don't think that I am. I don't let my boys sit around without putting on my makeup. That is not none of their business. It's my sons aren't with me when I'm picking out clothes. I don't take them shopping with me. They don't do feminine things with me on purpose. I don't want them to think that this is what they're supposed to be doing or that this is even an option for them. No, you go over there and you go outside with your daddy and go ride your bike or play baseball or jump around or go catch some frogs or something like that. This is girl stuff. And listen, as they get older and they have girlfriends and wives and stuff, then, you know what I'm saying? That's something for them to introduce to them. But I don't want my husband, I don't want my son pulling up next to his girlfriend talking about, yeah, I used to watch my mom do this. Let me help you put on your makeup. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. We're not doing that here. And see, this is what I'm saying. The price of these distractions, because your price has been so low all your life, you finally decide you want to get yourself together, but you got so much baggage from all them distractions that you kept falling for that now you can't even stand up and be a stand-up woman for a stand-up man. And this is what I'm trying to tell some of y'all who are still making decisions. The price of sin is not worth it. I know y'all might be looking like, oh, well, you look good if you know this is Ava. You might be like, oh, no, she doing good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, da, 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 da. Yeah, but you don't know the inside. You don't know the trauma. Me and my husband tell y'all our story, but I promise you, like, seeing is believing. You weren't there when he had to do all that work. And I'm not saying it wasn't equal, but you know, I'm the woman, so I'm speaking on my part. We had to undo all of the horrible habits that I learned. You wasn't there for that. I tell y'all, like, the effect of abusing sex will affect your marriage. You can't see that because at the time you're just thinking like, oh, well, I'm just doing this and, you know, I'll just repent and everything will be okay. But nah, boo. It's not like that. Life don't work like that. Some stuff that happens, you can't erase. Like, it's certain lines that once you cross them, there's no coming back from this thing. Once you commit certain acts, that's it. Once I find out you a thief, that's it. Once I find out you a murderer, that's it. Listen, our knowing each other is only going to go so far. I heard this. No, did I? No, I mean, it's in the Bible. But a preacher was talking and he was saying that you need to know your partner's past. You need to know his habits. You need to know his addictions. You need to know what he like, what he don't like. You even need to know his past habits. Do he got a problem with his hands? Is he an overeater? Is he lazy? Like, these are the things you need to know, because even though it may be a thing about his past, what does the Bible say about once the unclean spirit leaves and the house is clean? It's gonna come back. And if there's nothing there, then it's coming back with what? 7 more of his friends. Okay. So when your partner falls to their temptation from their past, it's coming back worse. So if this person has a drug problem, if this person has a drinking problem, if this person has a hands problem, a yelling problem, if they have a problem with weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever their problems are, you need to get to know these things. But see, the problem with distractions is when you're in that distraction mindset, all this dysfunction seems attractive, right? Oh my gosh, look at him. He's so dreamy. He's so dangerous. He's so this and he's so that. And oh, when he talked to me like that, and oh, when he grabbed me. And yeah, all that stuff is cute until that grab turned into a shake, which turned into a punch. All that going out, drinking and popping bottles is cute until he can't get up to go to work the next day to pay y'all bills, until he not coming home at night because he's so drunk. All the multiple women was cute while y'all was dating, but now you ready to get serious. And here's what I'm gonna say to y'all as another side note. Listen, if that man had multiple women before he got with you, ma'am, sis, cousin, please don't think that you are gonna come and change this man's mind and now just make him want to love you forever. I'm not saying there's not hope for reformation. I'm not saying that, but hear me, that man gotta love the Most High. His commitment has to be to the Most High more than you. That's the only way that situation could ever work. But again, when you with a distraction, you're not too concerned about his relationship with the Most High. Because you just gotta have him. And so apply this also to other parts of your life. Because some of y'all want a degree, but you keep getting distracted. And listen, yes, I'm a housewife. I love being a housewife. I'm gonna always advocate for housewives. But like I tell my daughters, there's enough time in your life, Lord willing, for you to do multiple things. So if you want to learn how to do hair while you're in high school and then go to college and learn how to do something else and then open your own business and then once you get married and have kids, now you're a housewife and you doing this and you doing that. That is okay. Nobody is saying that once you graduate from high school, you got to run off and get married and have babies. I'm not saying that. I don't think that we live in a day and time where that's even plausible. Okay? So that's not what I'm saying at all. But what a lot of y'all do is feel like because you're not married and because you don't have kids to take care of, that just means for you to sit around and do nothing. And that's not what that means at all. You very much have a mind that you could be developing. You very much have other opportunities that you could take advantage of. There are things that you can do to build yourself so that you do have something to bring to the table. And I'm not talking about financially. I just mean intellectually. Can you have an intellectual, informed conversation about current events, political or otherwise? And can you provide any history during these topics of conversation? Like, great, you can tell me that Hamas attacked Israel from the north today, but do you know the background to the story? Do you know where Hamas even came from? Why are they attacking Israel? And who the heck is Palestine anyway? Can you answer these questions? Y'all say y'all want a man of the Most High, and hear what I'm saying. Yes, your husband is supposed to lead, but when it's time for y'all to study the word when you're dating, you have not even studied the word enough for yourself to know if you agree with what he's saying. And no, so now you're married to a man that won't let you wear lip gloss and you don't understand why. It's because you was not paying attention. You did not invest enough in yourself. You need to know the Bible for yourself. You need to know it for yourself. You need to know the things that you don't understand. And you need to not be ashamed to say it. And listen, if you talking to that man and you can't ask him a question about the Bible and he provides you with an answer that you're comfortable with, or be able to say, you know what, boo, that's a good question. Let me work on that. Let me get back to you or whatever. Then leave him alone. He's not interested in growing you and he's not interested in growing himself. If his answer to you is always because I said so or because I don't want to, y'all need to start paying attention to what these niggas pay attention to about you. Okay? If they are not interested in answering your questions about life, about anything, leave them the heck alone, because all that's going to happen when you get married is he's going to walk out the house when you start talking. I'm trying to warn you. Okay? I'm trying to warn you. I took a class when I was in college. I was at Montclair State, Montclair, New Jersey. And I took an epidemiology class. And epidemiology is the study of diseases in communities. And at this time, I was already trained as a surgical tech. Like, I went and got my associate's degree. I was a nationally certified surgical technologist. I knew about aseptic technique. All that, right? And so the professor is saying some stuff that I know is not right. I know from my work in the OR that what he's saying about contamination, because we were talking about cholera in the water in London when they first discovered it. Okay. So I know the things that he was saying about contamination weren't correct. And I asked him, like, wait a minute, I thought da 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 da. So now he trying to tell me I'm wrong. So later on, he admitted that he wasn't an actual epidemiologist, right? And at that time, I really felt the Holy Spirit telling me to drop that class. But I was like, I didn't listen. I didn't listen. I don't know why I didn't listen, because I wound up failing that class. And I'm gonna tell you why I failed the class. I failed the class because I wasn't saying what he wanted me to say. I wasn't giving the answers he wanted me to give. He wanted me to say that during the Tuskegee experiment, that these white doctors just happened to roll into this all black town and all the black men just happened to have syphilis. This was just some wacky coincidence that this town full of black people had a bunch of black men full of syphilis. And see, the thing I love about being an 80s baby is that I was alive to remember oral tradition. Okay. I was alive to hear the stories told down, or I was alive to actually read the actual books and not count on Google. Not saying that Google isn't dependable, but there's nothing like the actual book in your hand, or the original movie, or to hear from the original people. Okay, so I knew good and dang on well that was not true. And I failed that class because I would not say what that man wanted me to say. And so I told you that story because a lot of y'all would be sitting and listening to people talk, and you know good and well that your spirit is not lining up to what they saying. And instead of you getting up and leave, you continue to stay there, wasting your time, and wind up failing at something. Something happens. Something bad happens. Raise your price. Decide that you are too good to do the things that the Most High said for you not to do. Okay. Decide that you are too good to waste your time on the things that the Most High has deemed are not good enough for you as his child. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I know my nose, I don't know what's happening. Like, it is getting congested as we speak, but I think it's the spray from over there. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Don't forget to go to thewholearmor.com. That's the with a DA. Hold on, I want to share my screen. Thewholearmor.com. You can get your own unapologetically modest hoodie. We are being unapologetically modest. It is just time to stand up to whole culture, to thought culture. Like, we don't have to do this anymore. We're going to show them that, listen, we can be fly, we can be modest, we can still be cute, all that stuff. Head over to thewholearmor.com. Grab your hoodies and your t-shirts. They can see your t-shirts here for the unapologetically modest. It also comes in black, blue, pink, and purple. We have the Young Brews hoodies and t-shirts as well. So head on over to thewholearmor.com. Support Israelite businesses, please. And my nose. I cannot freaking breathe. Horrible. If you like what I'm saying, or you like what we got going on here at the House of Mono, please head over to the Cash App if you so feel led. $ the House of Mono. $1 or $2 will do, but we'll take 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 or 100. However, listen, I want to tell y'all something. Like, it is exposing season. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to all the stuff that's going on. I just saw today where Kevin Hart is suing Tasha K because she tried to extort him to not show. I don't know if y'all seen an interview with his assistant. But just all kind of stuff coming out. Like the case against Diddy keeps growing. Okay. And listen, again, as an 80s baby, I've lived through my share of pastoral scandals. Okay. I remember when Tammy Faye, what was her husband's name? Was that Jim Baker? Yes, I remember when Jim Baker and Tammy Faye went down. Okay. I remember when Bishop Eddie Long went down. I remember when the rumors started about Reverend James Cleveland, even though he already passed. I remember when they started talking about Donnie McClurkin. Like, I remember when, again, I remember the oral tradition, okay, when people would tell you the stories. And so I must say, as somebody who's lived through all that, it is really wild in 2023 that y'all gonna just sit up here and accept what these men say to y'all. You just accept it. Now, people, again, listen, if somebody say the same thing about you for so long, come on now. Y'all gotta stop acting crazy. This and see, this is another reason why I think we just get caught up in abusive relationships, because you're not taught to critically think. You're just taught to, okay, this is who this person is. So this is what they said, and that's all that matters. That is why they used to tell you, you don't question God, you don't question the pastor. Some things are just on faith. It's because the pastor says so, blah, 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 blah. So that's what they taught you. They didn't teach you to sit down and look at the words that this person is saying about this thing. Are they vehemently and adamantly denying this? Or are they just kind of saying, well, I'm not going to tolerate these allegations, blah, 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 blah. Floyd T. Rounds, he did. It was terrible. And it really was terrible for me because I attended Newburgh for years. Like, my oldest daughter danced on the dance team and stuff. So yeah, that was horrible. It really, but here we are in the same situation. And people are taking the same actions. Nobody is saying, hold on now, we ain't about to get played like this again. We need to get this straightened out, because why are they accusing you of that? And can you explain all the pictures that you've been taking with this man since the early 2000s? Why is nobody bringing this stuff to examination? And this is a problem with people's price being too low, because you'll accept anything anybody tells you instead of saying, hold up now, you're not about to play in my face. You don't value your intelligence enough. You don't value your time enough. You don't value your spirit enough. Clearly, you don't value your money enough. Clearly, you don't. Because you will let people, human men, you will let them sit there and tell you. And here's the thing, right? If we were in a court of law, and you're looking at all this prosecutory evidence, and the only defense you have is, I'm going to fight these allegations, buddy, you're going to jail. You have no defense. How come we don't hold these people accountable? Because you don't value yourself enough. As a community, our price is too low. That's why they freaking put Joe Biden up there to tell you you wasn't black if you didn't vote for him, and you Negroes went out there and voted for that clown anyway, because you don't value yourself enough. You don't care enough to get indignant enough to demand any more for yourself, okay? And I get it as a society, yes. But even those of us who could possibly be the 1/3, or claiming to be the 1/3, or claiming to be the elect, we're not taking enough of a stand, because you're not going to tell me that y'all ain't out there voting, celebrate Christmas, celebrate Halloween, getting ready for New Year's Eve. I'm sorry, you're not going to tell me that. You're not going to tell me that. Your price is too low. Cat Williams told the joke. Which one was it? I don't remember. Excuse me, if I could get the people next door to kind of keep it down just a little bit, please. They ain't listening to me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sir. Okay, sorry, y'all. You so loud, I can't think. I heard your Apollo story yesterday. I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. I love you too. No, I don't forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, come on and finish this last 30 minutes. Dang, you made me forget what I was going to say. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
What are we talking about?
I forgot. Oh, boy.
What are we talking about?
I forgot what I was talking about. You distracted. I remember what I was talking about. So,
what's going on, Floyd Rounds?
As a community, as Black people, our prices are too low because we keep accepting the same bull crap, not just on a macro level. Like I'm talking about politicians and preachers. I was talking about the TD Jakes thing, how he got up in church on Sunday and offered that same old line that they all offer when they get caught in a scandal. And so from even a micro level though, like even the people in your life that are around you, your quote unquote friends and family, your price is not high enough with them either. You let the people talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way, and you still keep going over there like a lap dog, licking your wounds and saying, "Sir, please, may I have another?"
Yeah, I would have to say, with our brothers and sisters that's in the churches, and you keep watching and watching. Of course, we practice righteous judgment. We are not saying that you should just, because a scandal came out,
No, not at
throw
all.
this nigga away.
No.
But also,
if the scandal's been around for over 20 years,
nigga, this been going on, boy. We been knew what the hell was going on. Nigga, you heard this here 20 times.
and not offer. And here's the thing: you're not offering any explanation. People, these rumors ain't just come out the blue. You wasn't just TD Jake wasn't just living his life, and somebody was like, "Oh, I seen that nigga at a puffy party. I think I'm gonna tell people that lie." That didn't happen.
I go with that nigga there. He stood up and he said, "Boy, I ain't addressing none of that bull crap."
Exactly.
And that's all.
So he didn't deny it. He didn't say absolutely not. That wasn't me. There's no way. I'm outraged. These people are lying on me. It wasn't none of that.
But we was say here at the House of Mono, we saying allegedly because we are not accusing anybody of anything. But all I'm saying is, hey man, hey, nigga, y'all heard. Hey man, R. Kelly got accused of the same thing 17 times. Michael Jackson got accused of the same thing 10 times.
10.
God dang. Eddie Long got accused of the same thing 17 times. DJ's got accused of the same
that Eddie Long
thing.
took me by surprise.
That's because
I hadn't heard.
That because you went there.
Hear gay rumors.
That's just because you went there.
No, but I did hear gay rumors.
But
I wasn't really, because I went there probably, and I just wasn't like that caught me off guard.
No, it's different from. I'm gonna say this, Floyd.
It's hard to find a pastor that's been preaching for a minute that ain't done something shady, especially in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, so it's different from doing something shady, than to doing something that's
an
against
abomination.
Your nature, like. If a nigga, if I found out that this pastor was like, God dang, he went and had some sex with a chick.
I had never heard the word power bottom until this thing broke.
Hey man,
okay, I'm sorry, I had not.
if a pastor went and got some coochie, man, from a little stripper chick and she bad, yeah, like, hey bro, we understand. Nah, we understand, nigga.
That's forgivable.
No, you messed up. But no, if you out here,
You out here being a power bottom.
yeah, you out here being a power bottom, nigga, allegedly, and we ain't saying that. We ain't saying that, but like, no, bro. After everything that you preach on, no, pimp. Listen, we got to realize.
That's what you meant by shady.
Hey,
Well,
we got to realize Eddie Long was having whole non-gay parades, nigga, out here in Atlanta, bro. Yeah, anti-gay, nigga. No, homosexuality is wrong. Nigga was doing parades out there. Wow. And then to come to find out, nigga, you got 10 niggas you smashing? No, that's wrong. Now, if niggas just want to be honest and say.
And here, but see, these are supposed to be our leaders. These are the people that, you know, the politicians go to get the opinion of the black community. And we keep just letting them give us this crap. We keep letting them tell us that they're doing whatever. We don't ask for an explanation. Y'all still ain't holding these churches accountable for what they're doing with your funds.
This is why niggas need to just teach the truth and stop lying to these folks. Hey, sir, TDJ, you're a millionaire, sir. And you love these hoes.
Do he?
Well, or listen, well, if he be honest about loving these hoes, then he wouldn't have to goddamn go and hide about it's messing with niggas.
I'm about to say it's not hoes that he's accused of loving.
No. But what I believe is just kind of like with the Catholic priests. It's like, nigga, you tell them, no, nigga, you can't mess with no chicks. And so now, because you don't mess with no chicks, now all of a sudden you end up in a worse
booty hole.
A worse abomination. Nigga, them niggas should say from the jump, nigga, I love the L's, man. And I might have me a few of them, but I can take care of all of them. Nigga, hey, they can practice polygyny as the Bible approves of. And TD Jakes, he got enough money to have 5 women.
He don't
he got enough money to have 200 women.
He don't like women, clearly.
I ain't saying he don't like women, but I'm saying that he been taught that it's wrong to have other women. And so the nigga might mess around and get niggas. I don't know. I don't know how to explain these gay.
I don't think you don't know how to explain women and not being able to sneak around to them women.
I don't know how to explain these gay niggas that's allegedly gay. I don't know how to explain this shit.
I can't either.
Cause I ain't. I'm gonna tell you one thing 100%. If y'all ever hear a monologue this, it ain't gonna have no niggas attached to it. That 100.
Anyway.
It'll be 300 O's before you hear about a nigga.
Yes. No, I bought all that to say, like, stop letting people play in your face on a macro and on a micro level. Okay. Stop letting your quote unquote political and religious leaders play in your face. Stop going out and getting involved with these initiatives. Stop it without getting the answers to your questions. And also stop letting niggas play in your face. Girl, he's telling you that his phone was dead from such and such time to such and such time, but you clearly see this nigga on Instagram and you gonna let him, somebody must have hacked my Instagram. Man, stop it. Stop it. Y'all fall for maybe
somebody hacked his Instagram. If I tell you somebody hacked my Instagram, this happened.
Nigga, you wouldn't even try to tell me nothing stupid like that.
I got kidnapped.
Stop being so scared of being alone that you let people feed you garbage. Okay? Stop being scared. It's okay to be alone sometimes. It's okay to not have a man in your life. It's okay to spend a Friday, Saturday night in a house reading a book, watching TV or something. It is okay. It is better to be alone and at peace than to be wondering why this person is here in your presence in the first place. Okay, that is one of the worst feelings ever. To have a person in your life and you gotta wonder, why are you here? What do you even want?
You know why I'm here.
This man don't take nothing serious. And this
I'm just saying, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here.
Anyway, like I was saying. Or even if you know they just around for this. Even if you know they're just around for this. Okay, you don't have to tolerate that as a single woman. Y'all don't have to tolerate that. Make him show you better. Make him show you better. That's the only way your price gonna go up. You're gonna have to learn to accept some no's. Okay, you're gonna get some no's. People gonna look at you like, oh, you think you too good now? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I am too good for that ratchet. I am too good for the ghetto. I am too good for this y'all on. I do.
And then you let her know, man, she ain't too good for you though. Huh?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But you're not paying attention to what I said.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I heard what you saying, but I'm saying on the man side. Let her know, bro. Shoot. She ain't too good for you.
Let me tell you something. I told y'all about my little what?
Yeah, what? I got work to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to wrap up. I told y'all about my little hair fiasco earlier, right? And I, it's some other stuff going on, some emotional stuff that I'm dealing with. And I just want to shout out this man right here because listen, I when we were dating, I had said that like he looked at me different. Like he looks at me different. And now it's like if the smallest thing is upsetting me, like he is going to stop and figure out what he can do about it. And if there's nothing he can do about it, he gonna try to cash app his way out of it or something. And it's I cried today thinking about it. I really did. Like seriously. It's what every girl wants. It's what it really is.
Thanks,
no, but listen, even when y'all dating, if you don't feel like he look at you different, if you can't feel something there, girl, walk away. Because you're gonna need that something different to make it through the years. So if you're not getting that from the beginning, walk away.
She cried, man.
I did.
Oh, come here, girl. You didn't cry on my shoulder.
You know what they say about a shoulder to cry?
Yeah, thanks. I want all of that.
All right, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this evening.
You still got 16 minutes.
Okay, go ahead. Minutes. You got 16 minutes of content. Go ahead, brother.
Atticus!
Atticus. Oh, where is he? No, seriously, y'all, for real. For real. If he don't make you feel something when he look at you, then is he coming? Paxton is still awake?
Yeah,
what?
He always fall asleep, so he wanted to stay up.
Oh, I love my boys. I can't wait to show y'all the stuff that we're building. Like I started doing Lego stuff with Paxton and like building blocks. We got a Connect set up there. I can't wait to show y'all that. Paxton, you stayed up. Oh, what's up? Say shalom, everybody. Say shalom, Atticus.
Shalom.
You gonna let Atticus in? Say shalom and shalom.
Shalom and shalom.
All right, Atticus, go ahead. Tell them about what we got going on over here at the House of Mono.
Shirts.
What's the company name?
The Print Doctors. The Print Doctors.
Yes, we do screen printing.
Screen printing.
Shirts.
And hoodies.
And hoodies and pants and bags. Whatever else you need. Okay? What else? Top tier parties.
Top tier parties.
What's top tier parties?
We do bounties, indoors, outdoors, swimming pools.
No, we don't do swimming pools. We don't. We do bouncies, indoor, outdoor. We have cubes, we have chairs, we have tables. All of your bouncy house tables and chairs. You can get them from us at what? What's the company name? Top Tier Parties.
Top tier party.
And you want to talk about the dogs? Leave my tea alone. You want to talk about the dogs?
We're at she was having puppies.
Mono's West Side Bullies. You gotta tell them who it is. Okay, so yes, our pocket Shira is pregnant. Hopefully, we're pretty sure she's pregnant. So her puppies will be dropping soon. They're gonna be so teeny tiny. We can't wait to see them. Okay, y'all got anything else for the
I
people?
think they're gonna be this.
You want to say anything? No.
I think they're gonna be this tiny.
Huh?
I think they're gonna be this tiny.
Uncle Man, shalom and shalom. Oh, Floyd, you got a photo booth. Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, honey. Tell Daddy to come here. Daddy. Did you know Floyd got a photo booth?
Huh?
You know Floyd got a photo booth?
No, I ain't no Floyd got a photo booth.
He just told me. Because
What'd
we
he
was
say?
talking about top tier parties. He said, I got a photo booth. Holla at me. Uncle Man said, hey.
Uncle Man, what's going on?
Dream booth.
Dream booth. I might have seen Floyd have a booth. Me and Floyd been supposed to do stuff because we supposed to have a barbecue. Man, I'm a holler at
Y'all
Floyd.
over here pity patting. Pity patting.
Me and Floyd got a holler anyway.
Okay, well,
I
y'all.
love Floyd. That's my guy.
Oh, okay.
One time.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us this evening.
3 times.
Me and the homies. Right?
My eyes.
Paxton, y'all, no, you don't understand.
4 times.
Paxton usually be asleep by like 8:30. Okay, so he was really hanging out with us tonight.
Doing gang
We
things.
gonna go so
Living
he can
super
go to
clean.
sleep. Y'all got it?
That done came up.
No?
Can't control us.
All right, well,
One time
Atticus
for the
is
men
gonna
doing
finish
gang things. Dead
healing
friends to the
my
T, living
tea.
super clean. 3
Thank you
times for
so
my food
much.
that done came up.
Thank
4
y'all.
times 'cause the
Listen, if
man
you
can't control
pray
us.
for me,
1 time for the men
whatever,
doing
you
gang
know,
things.
you
Dead friends to
pray
the
for
T,
us
living
here at the
super
House of
clean.
Mono.
3 times for
Any
my food that done
positive
came up. 4
contributions,
times 'cause the man can't control
keep the
us.
law,
Look at
statutes,
you,
and
you done
commandments.
came
We
up
appreciate
now.
each and
Get
every
it how
one of
you
y'all.
live, Mr. Game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid
We appreciate y'all if you have given to the Cash App, if you supported one of our businesses, in any way you supported us, we thank you so much. Look, you just gonna finish my tea. I don't think it's somewhere left. He drunk it all.
So clap for your
How you do
homeboy.
that?
Could have turned out like your homeboy. Being on the same block,
All right,
cooking
these
up the
kids
same
are
rock
so
on the cell block
worried about
with your
Oh!
homeboy. But no, you have vision,
Sunday.
you had gold. Brand new
I know
you,
Sunday is
old time,
their
we'll
New
take
Year's
you
Eve.
home where you bust your low black
so,
men don't teach screaming bump the hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't
Okay.
slave. Got a little
I know
whistle
Sunday
while
is
you
New Year's
eat grave.
Eve,
Giving out the
so I'm
knowledge
gonna
on
come
school
kick it
these
with y'all for a
days.
little
One
bit,
time for the men
because
doing
we don't.
gang
It's
things.
not
Dead
our
friends
New
to the
Year's
T,
Eve,
living
okay?
super clean. 3
But
times
I
for my
know
food
some
that
of
came
y'all
up.
might
4
live
times
at
'cause the
home
man
with
can't
people who
control
are
us. 1
celebrating,
time for
or
the
you know what I'm
men
saying,
doing
just
gang
be
things.
surrounded
Dead friends to the T,
by
living super
that.
clean. 3 times
So I
for my
want to,
food
you know what I'm
that
saying,
came
come on
up.
here,
4
kick it with
times
y'all a
for the
little
man
bit,
can't
provide a
control
little
us. 1
outlet,
time
little
for the house been
humor,
moved
you
up.
know,
Even if
some
you had some smarts
camaraderie.
moved up. Used to gang bang, now
It's gonna be about 8 o'clock, honey, because I don't stay up late no more. I don't even
look
get
at you
all
like
that.
a man
So it's gonna be about 8 o'clock, okay? But so I will see y'all on Sunday, Lord willing. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me.
To stay hot while the world is freezing cold.
The top, the 10 laws. Go ahead. Atticus and Atticus and Paxton have been learning the first 10 laws. We don't call them by the 10 commandments because we understand that they are all part of the law. So go ahead, Atticus, share it.
And no killing, no other gods, no stealing,
No lying.
no lying.
Don't talk to
other man's wife.
Don't be
disobedient.
Don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
Honor your mother and father.
Honor your mother and father.
So, what did we forget? Don't kill.
Don't kill. Don't steal.
Don't steal.
Don't
and-
execute.
No, that's under killing. Did you say no other gods? Don't build any statues.
Don't bow to statues.
Don't bow to statues. That's all 10. Yay! Okay. Good job, Shatter Kiss. Hey, Shatter. Oh, your Spider-Man watch? Y'all see his Spider-Man watch? We're learning how to tell time on an analog clock because if we get nuked back to the Flintstone era, gotta know how to tell time, okay? Right? Atticus! Oh my god! I'm so sorry, y'all. Can you say excuse me? Say excuse me. That was gross. Atticus, are you gonna say boys? Listen, I never realized how gross little boys are. Little boys are so gross. Are you gonna say excuse me? You're not gonna say excuse me. He's too busy laughing. I can't believe him. He's so nasty. Little boys are disgusting. Tracy, Simone, Shalom, and Shalom. All right, y'all, we about to get up out of here. Thank you so much for kicking it with me tonight.
One time.
All praises to the Most High. Okay,
3 times.
I'll see you at 8 o'clock on Sunday. Good night. We love you.
4 times. Doing gang things. Living super clean. That done came up.
Mono.
Living super clean. That done came up.
One time for my king doing king things. Mom these hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I
Tune
submit.
in to Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass with your host, Miss Mono.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. live on YouTube at Miss Mono's World and Monologue Magad. Now also available on the Saya TV on Roku and Fire Stick. Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Don't miss it, sisters and cousins.